In this video, I'm going to be talking about my New Year's resolution, so let's get into it. My New Year's resolution, I gotta be honest. There's some situations that I realize I could handle better, okay? Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to keep it real, be a savage, entertainment, all that's not changing. But there are some situations that I realize that I could handle things calmer. So I guess work on my skills. Say if I'm talking to a friend and things don't go the way I like in a conversation, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty good with most of my friends, but there's just times where if I feel outcasted or something, then I guess I'll get mad, I guess. And I realize that while there may be ableism going on, I realize that sometimes being the bigger person is not always a bad thing. Do I feel like I will be the bigger person all the time, and am I requiring myself to do it all the time? No. But my New Year's resolution is to do better. Is to handle social situations better. Because I know when things don't go in my favor, sometimes I have sensory overload and stuff due to my autism. But I realize it's something I can work on. I'm not going to go overly crazy with these New Year's resolutions, because you go too crazy, it's not going to happen. But for people that I consider friends, even when things don't go my way in the social situations or when they don't want to tell me what's going on, I shouldn't be upset with them. Even if I am outcasted. Because I understand that people are entitled to their boundaries and whatever else they want to set up, I guess you could say. Social boundaries, And my other New Year's resolution is to, once I get my own place, I'm going to be focusing even more on my goals, alright? Focus more on goals instead of stuff that doesn't concern me, focusing more on my goals instead of stuff that doesn't even involve me. Or sometimes things that I can't control. Basically things that are out of my control, whether they involve me or not. Focus less on that, focus more on my goals, especially, like I said, once I have my own place. Because once I have my own place, I will be able to just be less social and more intimate with my goals. Which will be a lot better for me in my goals aspect. And my career aspect. And honestly, I admit, I'm not a perfect person, so I admit I can improve on some things. Be honest, I see people go as celebrities for stupid stuff. I've seen so many people, I'm not going to sit here and act I agree with everything Charli D'Amelio's ever done and all that, but you guys do take it too hard on her sometimes with the extremes of the hate. And I don't hate her. I don't have a problem with her. Sure, she grew up in an overly privileged background. Sure. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it, but I don't hate the girl. Okay, you guys should stop overly hating her. All right. I'm not saying you have to be her fan base or whatever, but you guys need to cut it out a bit. Hating on her because she doesn't post what you guys want on her TikTok account. Last time I checked, the D'Amelio still used their Twitter for activism, so, they're doing something and they're still sending them hate. And yeah, you know how many people have taken vacation since the quarantine has began, yet you're specifically picking out the D'Amelios because of the amount of followers they have? I understand if they they did something wrong, you can complain. But you don't know if they're taking precautions in the Bahamas. You don't know if it's work-related. You don't know what's going on. One time, they went down the shore at Santa Monica Pier, and it was for some type of photo shoot, video shoot thing, or whatever it was. I remember. The Hype House was down there, I think it was. It was earlier on in the year. But I just don't understand the hate. There's a difference between roasting, joking, and jokingly trolling, channels like Rice Gum, Pootie Pie, Sniper Wolf, people like that. I want to be something like that trolls in a joking way, because I don't hate these celebrities. I don't. I don't even know them. I don't even know them. I mean, I admit, like, there's times where I say, wow, I would want to have what Charli D'Amelio had in her upbringing and stuff like that, but I don't hate the girl, all right? I think these haters take things to the extreme. They do it with all the celebrities all the time. They look for anything they can to cancel people. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And you know what I hate more? When people grow, people purposely try to bring things from the past just to hurt the person. You know, like when they show improvement and people shove things from the past in their face just to make them feel like a piece of crap. I feel like it's absolutely terrible to do that to people. Like, people can change, and you gotta give time to people to change. Like, and if they're changing, you don't shove what they did 2 or 5 years ago in their face. They do it with Lil Huddy all the time. Lil Huddy's not perfect, I mean, but let's be honest, like, he's a human being, alright? I don't know how he grew up, he definitely seemed more on the wealthy side because his dad was able to put money towards the hype house and stuff. For all we know, they could have made the money off TikTok, we don't know. But that's besides the point. Besides the point is people like to ridicule people over mistakes. And I get people do things wrong and they should be held accountable, but stop trying to ruin people's lives over it. Like, tell them, don't do that. Sure, discrimination's not okay, absolutely not. But when you start leaking people's addresses, death threats, I don't agree with that. Okay? I don't agree with that. I agree with being upset with them, but I don't agree with ruining people's careers. And I also believe in forgiveness if people show change. And the reason why I'm talking about this now, you may ask, is because the new year is coming up. New year, new me. Going in with a more positive mindset, hopefully. Because people don't know what celebrities are going through behind the scenes. They just like to ridicule them over every little thing. Like, they're still humans, okay? And people seem to forget that. And I understand expressing your opinion, but you can do that without threatening people. You can do that without threatening people or trying to ruin their lives. Because I feel like everyone's goal should be for every next year's to better themselves. Like, I'm not perfect. I can work on some things, and that's me admitting it as a human being. We all have flaws, and none of us are perfect. So the best way to do things is to admit you're wrong and move on. Instead of saying, oh, I didn't do this. And don't scare people to where they can't say what they did. Make them be accountable, but don't hold them accountable, but don't just threaten them the whole time when they admit they're wrong. Like, tell them about how they can improve. Or I just feel like sometimes people don't give these celebrities a chance. They're just so quick to try to ruin their lives. Instead of saying, we can talk this out, or you did this wrong, but you can work on this. You know what I mean? Like, people are just so quick to try to ruin everybody's lives. And it's absolutely ridiculous. So please give this video a thumbs up. Please comment down below what you thought. Share the video, subscribe to the notification bell for more videos. Pay me the money on Cameo for a shout out or a booking, and thanks for watching.